to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had phase, we'll insert...
Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We got to get better today. What I want to know is, who's ready to get better? I'm ready to work today. You ready to work? You ready to work? All right, then let's see it. Let's get out there and do it.
Ready, ready!
What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? Close encounter of what kind?
Ready?
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Ready, ready! 60 or... Here we go, set, 50, plant. Get it. Down. Ready, ready?
Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Steady, to the letter rock, turn it up. We giving the show, but can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? Close encounter of
Leaf river, leaf river. Let's go. 90 wolf.
Can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Set, go.
Yeah.
Ready? 18 Gator. Hit it.
It's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits.
Now.
What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen.
No pressure, but this is it. We are going for gold.
You say that you proud of me, I turn my back and laugh. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my...
Hey, man, listen. Great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're going to be just fine.
Here we go. 10 2 shot.
With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back.
Here we go.
You say that you proud of me, I turn my back.
Shoot.
Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, it's crazy, I get 80 a show. Save my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get out my problems, let me
Come on, set. 15 line, 15 line. Get it.
We gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you
were ready? 18 Gator.
Look in the mirror,
ready?
Feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I
60
turn my
out
back,
more.
you laughing.
Leaf river. Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Set, go. 60 or. Hit it.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might
down. 50, play.
Okay, all my
now.
Girls, they love it, hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Let's go.
Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm
ready.
Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get
five.
Hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off each store. Got rocks, I got
90 Wolves.
10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay, death comes in threes. Wins come in
shoot.
Cash comes in ones. Throw it up in the news. I do a good.
Got it.
I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets
ready, break.
My bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love it. Hate
Let's
me
go
the
now.
same.
18
okay. So
Gator.
when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euro. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
Here we go. 8 read. Get it. Ready.
Receptionist, what now? 11
Here we go. Here we go. 10-2 stop. Ready.
Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the
10 Lobo.
Money goes straight to taxes, but I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. Plus all your
Leaf
boys
grip.
got
Leaf grip.
I know what they do, they don't even got it. They just made it. I know how to
On the double.
split no payment, payment. I'm gonna answer questions, right? And I don't need YouTube, okay? Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love it, hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like.
Thanks, Coach. Well, the sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Redskins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready up. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Man, I got you. Slam.
Yo, the go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check, check. Lucky. Look at me. Zipper.
On second down, a run with Breida. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Hey, zoom.
Now they try the right side here. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. Give him 58 yards on the ground. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. The ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh?
Worse?
Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, exit.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A big play there for the Niners. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Go. 5. 51 to Mike.
From the gun, Clifford, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. In for the score. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he is going to be brought down at the 3-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's caught by Trey Quinn. And he caught it up. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 17-yard line.
Ready, set.
Don't let 89 go deep. Whatever you do.
Hey, orbit.
Go deep.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield.
And he's into the clear. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 96 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Ready, ready. Bravo.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Hey, wahoo. Shoot.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Come on,
Ball
set.
on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
It's going to be a long day. Let's go.
Hey, Delta.
Second and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
21-3 is your score after one.
Get it.
This is Howard on second down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator.
Watch left.
Score. Ready, ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw.
Better bring it. You better
Rock it.
let me know right now. You better bring it. Check. Hot route. Hot. Kill.
Deep river.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Down.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch out. Watch the screen.
Hey, Charlie. Go.
2nd and 6. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 36.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Check 24.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
They call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Echo. Now.
He'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, tighten down.
Hey, zoom.
Watch out. Check right 54.
Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now. Smooth.
Mike 56.
On first down, Clifford. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Man, that's trash. That's
On 1st and 10, Clifford, and lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Wide, get wide. 6-6, pull it high.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hey.
Throwing on 1st down, Clifford. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 21 yards away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself. And that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Ready?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Big grip.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's more on the return. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Set. 30 base.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Shift. Let go.
On first down, Clifford looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Come on, boy. Come on. Hit it.
2nd and 5. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Kill. Yes. Hey, orbit. Now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Clifford. It's caught by Bryant. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Strong left. Don't get nervous. Bravo. Look at me. Go.
Looking to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll throw now on the final play. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tavarius Moore. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Tavarius Moore. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Eluding the pressure right, and his pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
SOS. Rush in, rush in, rush in. 22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Check 56.
All day, every day, any day. Switch.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Watch the slant. Yep. Hey, Delta.
He's coming in motion. Hey.
General West.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Go.
On 1st and 10. Clifford going up top. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Get that ball.
Hey, seam 6.
56. Mike's 56. Tackles. 50.
To throw again. Clifford. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Touchdown, 49ers. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to pour it on. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden, because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there. Now a handoff looking right. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up
Come on, set.
and
8, lead. Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Hey, echo. 3 down, 3 down.
He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set. 10 logo. Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Ready.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, Alpha. Here we go. On the bench.
Back to throw here. And now here is another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
I'm coming up. Protein spell. Look. Squeeze. Alert 3. Deep grip.
This is Breida. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Go. Strong right. Go.
To throw on 3rd down. Clifford. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here we go. 50, plant. Right. He's tied right here. He's tied on the right. 3 down. Hey, Haywood. Let's go.
They're set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Hey, check. Bud. Check three. Hey, Sam on. 5.
They're going to try and throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Matt Breida with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Three down. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Blue draw corkers.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Here I come.
Hey.
Boys, 56. Check 56. I'm coming after you.
Operating from the gun. Clifford. He's going to float this over the touchdown. 49ers. A big play there. 46 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, high 7.
2nd and 9 now. Got a man, that's Quinn. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A Redskin 1st down, the pickup 15 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Man left. Alert. 3 down.
You're out.
Check nickel. 36.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
70, Indy. Bravo.
Mike's 5'4". All right, D, let's turn. All right, D.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run it now out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, wahoo! Mike's 54.
He'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability. Yeah,
you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Hey, turn it up. Sponge. No. He's crashing.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
I'm going back.
And they take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the 43-yard line.
Let's go. 15 line. 6. I got you, son. I got you. You're 5.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback keeps it.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.